Welcome to Mlc Tv News Hour, reaching you live from the city of Lokoja, the Confluence State of Nigeria. I am Sharifat Mohammed. The headlines. President Muhammadu Buhari condemns violent attacks against policemen, ethnic minorities in the state. U.S. Consulate donates a library to Christian University in Ogun State. Group kicks against zoning APC chairmanship to North Central. And Ukrainian Olympic BOBSLEIGHER tests positive for steroids. Now the news in detail. The President Muhammadu Buhari has called for a new deal that prioritizes the needs of Africa as a continent and its states. This is as he said the high rates of talent drained from Africa, which is provoking political crisis in the EU, could not be resolved by the Fortress Europe approach. Instead, more opportunities must be created for Africans at home, providing better alternatives to desperate journeys through the Mediterranean. Buhari said this in an opening article published in the Politico to mark the participation of Nigeria at the ongoing 6th EU-Africa Summit in Brussels, Belgium. According to the piece titled, "It is time for a new economic deal between the EU and Africa," Buhari argued that the economic relationship between the two continents must be recalibrated to focus on job creation. Citing figures about Africa's population rise to 1.3 billion and Nigerian rise to 400 million by 2050, he said irregular migration triggered by skilled trade deals between Europe and Africa would continue to be a challenge. The president further argued that where some claim preferential trade policy with the EU lend a helping hand to Africa, the accurate picture is far more complicated. According to Buhari, these reasons necessitated Nigeria's decision not to sign an EPA, but this was only possible because of our place as the largest economy in Africa. Smaller nations have little choice. He also argued that the unease over such deals is not limited to Africans, as warnings from within the EU, including from development ministers, have cited the deals as irreconcilable with poverty reduction pledges and United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. To address the deep-seated challenges, he said the solution goes beyond rewriting agreements. Moving forward, it is clear what a new economic deal between our unions should entail. For Africa, it must offer a chance for a fundamental new economic deal. For Europe, it must provide a chance to rid itself of a trade policy that quashes job creation in Africa and hinders efforts to stem economic migration to Europe. The President Muhammadu Buhari has condemned the rise in ritual killings and deadly attacks against on-duty policemen and ethnic minorities, with the latest incidents reported in Enugu, Imo, Abia, Zamfara, and Ogun states. While describing ritual killings, hate crimes, and killing of law enforcement officers as aberrations, the president urged the courts to apply the strictest punishment to perpetrators. The senior special assistant to the president on media and publicity, Garba Shehu, disclosed this in a statement titled, "President Buhari condemns violent attacks against policemen, ethnic minorities, and states." In expressing the sympathy of the nation to families of all the victims, Buhari urged law enforcement agencies, state governments, local authorities, community and religious leaders to take all lawful action to prevent reoccurrence. He added that killings in the name of rituals, political agitation, and tribal hatred are not in keeping with the tenets of the prominent religions in Nigeria and of the civilized and enlightened cultures the country claims to be, adding that no person has the right to take the law in his or her own hands. The president also re-emphasized the need for all Nigerians to be their brother's keepers and should see an attack, verbal or physical, on anyone as an attack on very essence that keeps the nation. Kogi State government has resolved to concession the state-owned rice mill to a competent firm that can effectively manage it. This was part of the outcome of the 3rd Economic Council meeting presided over by the Commissioner for Finance, Budget and Economic Planning, Asiwaju Idris Ashiru, in Lokoja on Friday. The Economic Council directed the contractor handling the rice mill project to hand it over to the Commissioner for Agriculture with immediate effect. While speaking on the unauthorized revenue collectors in the state, Ashiru said the council has resolved, among other resolutions, that all unauthorized roadblocks be dismantled immediately. He called on each local government to take full charge and ensure that people extorting money under the pretense of revenue collection in the state be made to vacate the roads within the next 24 hours. Chairman of the 21 local government councils were also directed to submit their proposals to the implementation committee of One Local Government, One Product initiatives. Borno State Governor Babaganda Umar Zulum has described as very scary some findings submitted to him by a committee he had constituted and tasked with conducting basic literacy and numeracy competency assessments of 17,229 local education authority teachers across 27 local government areas of the state. It was gathered that the State Commissioner for Education, Lawan Abba Wakibe, presented the committee's report to Governor Zulum at the Government House in Maiduguri on Thursday. A statement issued by the governor's media aide, Issa Gusau, said members of the committee, including chairman of the State Universal Basic Education Board, Bulama Kagu, a professor of education, was in attendance. The report revealed that out of 17,229 teachers across the 27 local government areas, only 5,439, representing 31.6%, proved competent to teach, while 3,815 teachers, representing 22.1%, are not competent to teach and not trainable. The report, however, revealed that 7,175 teachers, representing 46.3%, were found not fully competent but trainable. The report also revealed that 2,389 teachers, representing 13.9%, have been teaching without any formal qualification from any institution. It also said that of all the 17,229 teachers, 1,627, representing 9.4%, are degree holders, 8,153, representing 47.3%, are NCE holders, 713, representing 4.1%, are teachers grade 2 certificate holders, while 2,281, representing 13.2%, are SSC GCE holders, with the remaining 2,389, representing 13.9%, not having any formal certificates. Speaking after receiving the report, Zulum described the findings as very scary. He said the committee members had informed him that came across an NCE holders who could not write NCE during the test, but yet teaching students. Zulum said they cannot move Borno forward unless they are able to sanitize their public school system, and if he is able to sanitize education, he would have achieved 50% of what he set out to achieve as governor. He noted that he decided to set up the assessment committee after a series of spontaneous assessments of teachers during his regular unscheduled trips to local government areas. Despite the report, Governor Zulum assured that he will not sack the 3,815 untrainable teachers, but he will, depending on the recommendation made by the committee, consider approving the transfer of the teachers to areas where they can perform other tasks, such as tree planting at the Ministry of Environment. The United States Consulate Mission, Lagos Office, Nigeria, donated e-library resources to Chrisland University, Abeokuta, Ogun State. The Consulate said the donation was part of its core mandate in promoting educational opportunities for Nigerian students and scholars. The Deputy Public Affairs Officer, United States Consulate General, Jennifer Fort, made the donation on behalf of the Consulate at the school premises. Fort, who led the U.S. Consulate General's visitation team to the university, urged Nigerian students as well as other researchers in the country to take advantage of the plethora of American educational opportunities to better their careers while in school. She advised during an interactive session with the students and lecturers of the university. She said, their office at the U.S. Consulate Mission in Lagos is responsible for promoting educational opportunities for students and scholars. She disclosed that the government of the United States of America, USA, currently has about 7 U.S. full scholarship programs for students at various universities in Nigeria, where research and teachings, among other activities, are being carried out. Earlier in her remarks, Vice Chancellor of the university, Professor Peace Babalola, expressed optimism that her institution will use the opportunity of the visit to start a warm relationship on capacity building support through knowledge sharing, exchange programs, among others. Babalola, however, disclosed that the university was almost through with the plan to establish a world-class Chrisland Institute for Security, Development and Diplomacy. He said they expect this institute to provide knowledge in a wide number of areas, including curbing violent extremism, anti-terrorism, humanitarian affairs, etc., in order to foster development. They believe the United States can assist them materially towards the realization of the CISDD. 2 corps members posted to Kano State have lost their lives to the cold hands of death as the 2022 Batch AC 1 National Youth Service Corps NYSC members round up the 1-year mandatory service. Kano NYSC coordinator Aisha Tata Mohammed announced this during the passing out ceremony of the batch in Kano. Aisha Mohammed said 16 other corps members got extension of their service here for various offences committed during the one-year mandatory service, while 3 others were rewarded with State Honours Award for distinguishing themselves in the personal community development services they carried out in the state. The state coordinator appealed to the state government to consider resuming payment of state allowance and provision of corpus lodges across all the local government areas of the state. According to her, this will motivate the corps members to redouble their efforts as well as enable posting of corps members to rural areas where they are mostly needed in order to complement government efforts toward attaining the free education policy, healthcare services, infrastructural development, and agriculture, among others. Kano State Governor Abdullahi Umar, represented by his deputy Nasir Yusuf Gauna, said the state has always benefited from the hard work and selfless services of the corps members posted to the state since inception of the scheme 4 decades ago. My young compatriots, as you are about to enter the next phase of your lives, bear in mind that our country is blessed with abundant natural resources, which, if tapped properly, are capable of making the nation great again. Do not wait for white-collar jobs. Utilize the skills you learned to generate wealth for yourself and become employers of labor. Officials of the Social Development Secretariat (SDS) in the Federal Capital Territory Administration (FCTA) have given a clean bill to a beggar, Hadiza Ibrahim, who was recently caught with huge amounts amounting to 500,000 naira and $100. Hadiza Ibrahim was arrested a few days ago at the Ademola Adetokunbo Crescent in Use 2 district in the nation's capital after she was caught with a huge amount amounting to 500,000 and $100. According to the administration, reports of its preliminary investigation shows that Hadiza had no link with drug peddlers, armed dealers, kidnap gangs, and other organized criminal syndicates. Instead, officials said the money was an accumulation of her 2,000 naira daily contribution. While urging residents of the territory to discourage begging, the official noted that Hadiza, a native of Kaduna State, was able to make so much money because of the location she usually stays to beg. The FCTA official also appealed to the public to stop giving alms to beggars on the streets, saying the action is what has encouraged the beggars to carry on, thereby causing environmental nuisance in the nation's capital city. We go on a short break. We'll be right back.
They say is the bedrock of the society. It is everything. Everyone needs a house to live in, but a supportive family is what builds a happy and a successful home. It is Family Affairs on Mlc TV every Saturday by 7 p.m. Join Balagbubu Janet as she takes you on an exclusive interview with guests, marriage counselors, doctors, and many more, where they get to share their experiences, and together we build the society at large. To subscribe to our YouTube channel, log on to Mlc TV or like our Facebook page, MLC TV. You can also follow us on Instagram at MLC TV 2021. For adverts and sponsorship, call the numbers displayed on your screen. It's Family Affairs, where we discuss family matters. Coming your way soon on MLC TV.
Welcome back. The Edo State government has commenced enforcement against motorists with unregistered vehicles, which pose a security risk to residents in the state. Speaking during an enforcement exercise, the Managing Director, Edo State Traffic Control and Management Agency, Dennis Oloriebe, said the agency will not relent in ensuring a crime-free state. He noted the Edo State government is worried over the number of vehicles without registration numbers plying their roads. Some vehicles are masked, some without numbers at all, some with plate numbers only on one side of the vehicle. They have a number at the front and no number at the back, or have a number at the back and none at the front. Oloriebe noted that any vehicle impounded would be required to pay a fine and come with their registration number before the vehicle is released to them, adding they will have to get a clearance to come and collect the vehicle. A call for youths to contest for presidential position has caught the attention of a woman over 100 years old. The 102 22-year-old Nigerian woman Nony Josephine declared her intentions to contest in the presidential election in 2023. She made the declaration when she recently paid a courtesy visit to the management team of the Nigerian Television Authority (NTA), where she expressed readiness to contest for the #1 position if the younger generations of the country are not ready. Kano State, president of the group, quoted Ezeonye.
If Nigerians are shying away from the political participation, she says she is ready to set the pace to contest.
She has already prepared a manifesto for herself. She has a vision if the good ones don't come out to contest.
She already prepared every manifesto for herself. You will see her in near future if the good ones don't come out to contest. And she meant it. She really feel that the country, the people of Nigeria, that she knew something have changed.
The aged woman acknowledged the Ngoso statement as she said in Igbo, "If you have a male or female child, try to train them to surpass your own achievements." She is said to have received many awards for her contributions to humanity and nation building, including the African Peace Award 2021. She joins a long list of individuals who have so far declared interest to run for the position in 2023. Ezeonye, who is also called Living Legend or Mama Africa, hails from Agwata, Anambra State, and is the founder of the Voice for Senior Citizens of Nigeria group. Hours after the governor Abdullahi Ganduje faction of the Kano State All Progressive Congress defeated the Ibrahim Shekarau faction through an appeal court ruling, the state governor appealed to the Shekarau camp to consider reconciliation. Ganduje made the appeal while addressing journalists at the APC National Secretariat in Abuja. Earlier, the Ganduje-led faction defeated the Shekarau-led faction at the appeal court over the leadership structure of the state chapter of the APC. The appeal court in Abuja held that the lower high court lacked jurisdiction to recognize Shekarau's faction. It also held that the case was not a pre-election issue but an internal party tussle. Therefore, it should be decided by the party's caretaker Extraordinary Convention Planning Committee. Responding to the judgment during a visit to the party's national secretariat, Ganduje appealed to the Shekarau faction to cooperate with him in building the party, saying, "Kano State is 100% APC. Ganduje also confirmed that the APC national leadership has handed his own state chairman, Abdullahi a certificate of return. He said the APC of Kano State has a judgment that all the elections are conducted from the wards to the state levels are legally recognized. A group, Northwest Grassroots Support Network, has opposed the purported zoning of the national chairmanship of All Progressive Congress by some governors to the North Central Zone ahead of the party's national convention. The group described the move as selfish and undemocratic. In a statement in Kaduna, the convener of the group, Adamu Yakubu, wondered where the governors were when credible, committed and patriotic party members from the other zones, particularly APC loyalists in the Northwest, committed their time and resources in ensuring the victories of the present administration in 2015 and 2019 general elections. He reminded the governors not to forget in a hurry that the Northwest geopolitical zone gave the President MUHAMMADU Buhari the highest votes in previous general elections. He said, "The Northwest Grassroots Network is disappointed to know the speculative kit being flown by some northern governors that position of national chairman of APC has been zoned to North Central." The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission Ilori Zonal Command has arrested 29 persons alleged to be involved in internet fraud in Kwara State. In a statement made available to journalists by the head of media and publicity of the agency, Wilson Uwajuran, said the suspects were arrested at different locations in Ofa, local government area of the state. The EFCC noted that the arrest followed credible intelligence received by the zonal command on the activities of the suspects. The agency said items recovered from the suspects included mobile phones, laptops, and cars. Uwajuran said some of the suspects had confessed to the crime and will be charged to court upon the conclusion of the ongoing investigation.
Every country has its peculiar system of government. In Nigeria, we practice democracy, and this is applicable in some countries across the globe, including the United States of America. What is democracy? It is the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. In the political arena, we are ready to x-ray how we play politics in Nigeria and other countries. The challenge of power shift syndrome, how it has impacted or affected the people. How can we make it better for all? Join Fatima Yakub on Mlc TV online every Saturday by 9 p.m. to discuss and examine all about the politics and the power that be.
Mr. President, I was once there as an opposition senator. There was never a time that we called the president at that time, who was a PDP president, an insult, because this is our institution. And if we don't conduct ourselves with dignity and respect, nobody will respect us.
The heads of security in Nigeria made several different explanations for killings of our citizens.
The Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended, I hereby forward for the confirmation by the Senate the appointment of the underlisted nominees as National Commissioners and Resident Electoral Commissioner for the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC.
To watch us, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Mlc TV. Like our Facebook page, Mlc TV, and follow us on our Instagram, Mlc TV 2021. We are here to inform, educate, and to criticize constructively. Don't miss it.
Now on our sport news.
It's Local Government and You, a program designed to take you to every nook and cranny of any local government areas of the country, Nigeria. Through the program, we shall inform you of their activities, policies, people, and administration. And through your digital devices, we shall be reaching you because it promises to be insightful, educating, and informing. We are not only going to talk about the achievements of local government chairmen or administration, but also to touchlight some of the areas that needed improvement. I am Matthias Ayodeji Peter. Join me every Friday by 9 p.m. as I bring the local government to your doorsteps. Coming soon on Mlc TV. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Mlc TV, now to be the first to get our notification as soon as we launch it. Don't miss it.
Coach Bukola Duru says she is confident of leading the Nigeria U20 women's team to victory at the 28th African Female Junior Handball Championship in Conakry, Guinea. Nigeria will play host to Guinea, Algeria, and Gambia in Group B of the Biennial Handball Championship, with hosts in Conakry, Guinea. The championship will hold from February 19 to 26, 2022, and Nigeria played the first match against Guinea. The national junior handball female team left Nigeria to the Murtala Mohammed Airport in Lagos on Thursday morning, just before their departure. Duru said the team is ready and will make Nigeria proud in Guinea, citing the tune-up friendly games they had against Safety Babes, who are the champions of the Prudent Energy Handball Premier League. The players, led by the team captain, Toyi Yusuf, echoed what the coach said, that they are ready to win the cup for Nigeria. The International Testing Agency said Ukrainian bobsleigher Lydia Honko has tested positive for an anabolic steroid at the Belgian Olympic Games. The ITA said in a statement that a sample taken on February 14 in Yangling, the site of the bobsleigh track, had contained dihydrochloromethyltestosterone. Honko, 28, has been provisionally suspended. She had finished 20th in monobob, a new event in the Olympic program. It was the third positive test at the Games and the second by a Ukrainian. The ITA has announced that the Ukrainian cross-country skier Valentina Kamitsky had tested positive for several prohibited substances, including mesterol, another anabolic steroid. Iranian skier Hossein Saveh Chairmanship was suspended on February 9th for the duration of the games because an anabolic steroid appeared in an out-of-competition test taken on February 7th in Beijing. On entertainment news, former EastEnders star attends XC event launch after threatening to sue the BBC. Ex-EastEnders star Daniela Westbrook made a rare red carpet appearance with daughter Jodie B on Thursday evening as they attended the X event launch party at 1 Mary Leburn in London. The actress, 48, wore an all-black ensemblance including a blazer and figure-hugging leather trousers as she ventured out after sparking controversy by threatening to sue her former BBC employers. She completed her look with pointy heels and carried a black Prada handbag, while Jodie B, 20, rocked a leather mini dress. Daniela accessorized with a long chain necklace and wore her blonde threads in a slide part. Her daughter opted for white boots and teamed with her leggy display with a tiny handbag. Earlier, Jodie B could be seen wearing a stylish sheepskin shearing jacket and ritual orange tinted shades. Daniela recently hit out at EastEnders for reportedly not informing her that her role as Sam Mitchell had been recast. Kim Metcalf has been choosing to reprise the role over her. And from Africa, singer Paul Okoye of P-Square suffered an injury shortly after a performance in Liberia. Paul and his twin brother Peter had traveled to Liberia for a show in which they thrilled their fans. Taking to his Insta story after their performance, Paul stated that he sustained an injury on his leg. He was, however, attended to by some medical personnel present at the show. At least 5 persons on Thursday were hospitalized following a fire outbreak at the Lagos campus of the Nigerian Law School, located at Ozumba Mbadiwe Street, Victoria Island. The fire reportedly started around 10 p.m. on Wednesday on the first floor of a 5-story hostel building. The hostel is said to be housing 1,500 law graduates on the campus. There was apprehension and commotion as students were said to have run in different directions for safety. The fire came with a big bang. There was a stampede in the hostel. An eyewitness said he saw a student jump out from the first floor where the fire started near the reading room. Other students ran out of their rooms in panic. At least 5 people were seriously injured, while one elderly woman, who is a cleaner, had her toe dislocated. However, the fire was put out by hostel security officials who switched off the main power supply immediately before the arrival of the State Fire Service some minutes later. The unidentified students are currently receiving treatment at the clinic. Thank God it's Friday. Join Mlc TV News Hour Monday to Friday, and to participate, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Mlc TV. Like and follow our Facebook page, Mlc TV, Instagram, Mlc TV 2021, and Twitter, Mlc TV 1. For direct contact, call any of our numbers displayed on the screen. Watch our special program, Political Arena, tomorrow at 9 p.m. I am Sharifat Mohammed. Thanks for watching and do have a blissful weekend.